So, good evening. We are back on the island on our third day.
Yeah, day number 3.
Day number 3, and probably just going to be a short one this evening. Really, it's just a chance to catch up, do a little bit of exploring on the island, and just generally get the place looking a little bit tidy. So, yesterday we left it, and what was it we were doing? We were building the museum.
Yeah, the museum. So that's still in progress. But as you can see, we got our house today. So this is stage 1 of the house building. So it's just one room. But you now have some storage, so you're able to store some more stuff inside your house.
Yeah, so first thing first today was just to do a bit of housekeeping, taking all that rubbish that was hanging about the back of the house and bring it in. So looking a lot better now.
Definitely, yeah, that looks so much better. This means you can have somewhere to keep all your stuff that you're collecting.
Forget every time as well just how small your house is when you first start off.
I know, it's
in the
tiny.
game. Like we turned it on earlier and get like a total surprise at coming back out and seeing how tiny our house is compared to what we're used to.
So just already kind of went along part of the beach already and just kind of collected all the shells and things like that along there. So we don't need to go and sell them at some point.
There's a museum in the background just all boarded up and...
We don't have a net, we need to go and get a net.
Oh.
Yeah, so museum's here. That should be ready for us in the morning, which means we'll be able to get rid of some of the stuff that's in our house storage. Blathers will be happy about that.
I know, we've got quite a few things saved up there, you know, all those things that we caught with nets and things like that yesterday. You know, just be good to get rid of all of them.
Definitely. So
the other thing we found when we were wandering about earlier on is we look as though we have our first visit from Gullivar, so it'll take... Oh, I missed that earlier on.
yeah, so Gullivar will appear on your island from time to time.
And as also because we don't have a net, it takes absolutely ages of speaking. Oh, there's shooting stars in the background.
So for shooting stars, you have to not have anything in your hands and look up into the sky. And obviously one won't come. Oh, there we go. Then it will make a wee little wish. Oh, how handy is that? So what will happen is the more you do this when there's shooting stars, the next day you'll find some star fragments along your beach, which are quite rare. There's lots of different colours of them and sizes.
I genuinely think that in my first playthrough, despite having seen shooting stars loads of times, I think there's only 2 mornings I've actually woken up and anything's been there.
Yeah, I mean, I know I had one night that was really busy with shooting stars, and all day I was finding star fragments, so I went and collected them all in the morning, and then later on that day there was still more appearing.
Oh, looks like we've got Dom in our chat.
Yeah.
Gulliver's such a lad. Absolute worst way to describe him, he's nothing but a nuisance. How can one guy
Get lost so much?
Get lost so many times, break his phone every time and be completely surprised every single time he sees it. If it wasn't for the fact that he gave you some cool stuff, then nah, wouldn't even entertain watching him, speaking to him, sorry.
Yeah, so the idea of this is you need to find some parts for his broken phone, and then once you find them, he will send you something in the post.
Yeah, it's always the next day you tend to get it, but we've also got Pirate Gullivar. In fact, I wonder if he can show up this early, or if we need to wait. But
so for finding the parts for Gullivar, it's kind of similar to what we were doing last night with finding the what we were finding last night in the sand.
It was the manila clams
yeah,
they were
those
digging
clams.
up.
But
But I think just walk by one. Those little spots just there.
and some of them will be communication parts. Instead,
There we go. First one down.
1 down, 4 to go.
This is the annoying bit as well. We're not having our bridges yet. It's such a pain to go about with the having to switch tools and to get around to the other side. Well, number 2. Hopefully they're all showing up quite close.
Usually, yeah, you will get them tend to quite close by. Oh, this will be.
There's another. Watching the clam. Alright. Awesome. Oh, we also yesterday we put in an order for a swimsuit so we can actually
we could
start.
maybe do some swimming.
Yeah, start doing some diving. Although saying that, we'll need to keep quite a few of those things for donating to bladders.
Yeah, so we won't be able to sell them. Well,
yeah.
I'd prefer not to sell them straight away because I like the museum to like full. One more. There you go. That's probably the quickest I think I've done that. Oh,
Oh.
just in time for the shovel.
Did you get the fifth one there?
Yeah. I think that was fine.
Oh god,
That
this
was
one.
Yeah.
And that means all the way back over, build a shovel, and then come back for one final communicator part. Ah, that's
Damn.
the flimsy tools are the absolute worst.
What do I need for a shovel anyway?
You will need hardwood.
Because I don't have any of that.
Pretty sure it's just hardwood. In fact, you might as well just use your axe and chop some trees. Chop some trees, catch some bees. I've not actually checked to see if that was one of today's the New Mouse Plus options.
Yeah, potentially.
No, because the rocks. So that's the other thing is as well for us tonight, it's trying to just get a bit more Nook Mouse saved up because we desperately need the extra upgrades for our tool ring and those better quality tools. Was that not one of the other ones or something recipes? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you could buy another recipe set which gets you the ability to use the iron nuggets to make the stronger.
Yeah, I think you're right. To get a sturdy shovel, it's just so much better. Just so you don't have to keep running back and forth and.
I mean, they still break, but they definitely do last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soft one again. How many hardwood you on?
3,
3.
5.
Oh my god. 4 enough flimsy axe goes. Awesome.
I think I'll just go and get some for storage.
Suppose if only one more.
Okay.
Might be worth lifting if we've got a rock on us, just to make another axe. That'd be 9 stack there.
Oh, at least we've got the bench right outside the house now actually, rather than having to go to the
Yeah, having to go into the business services just speeds it up so much. And that was a couple of new recipes we got because earlier on we were just tidying up. We had a bottle and we had a random one come in the mail.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
we
We
got
did.
that little side table and the pansy crown.
Yeah, we need to start building some furniture for our house.
Yeah, totally. The thing is again though, like right now we've got the most basic of basic. We need an axe.
Oh.
I mean it's all flimsy stuff so it doesn't really matter, we're going to be using it at some point in time.
I had the axe already, didn't I? So it's the shovel I need.
Yeah, we need a shovel.
That's right.
Let's see what we need. That's maybe the shovel. No, got a shovel. It's an axe we need.
Oh, actually, did we make a slingshot?
We didn't make one, but I don't think we've got the recipe for it yet.
Why not?
Yeah. Because I think we were looking at this yesterday because
Oh,
we've
yeah.
seen a few of the balloons and then we haven't got it yet. So I remember first time around getting it from the shop, but I can't remember if I'm thinking about when we were all three of us playing on one console.
Okay.
When we started playing on our Switch Lite, I honestly can't remember what we did to get it. But I'm fairly certain that if we look at getting those better tools or that upgrade from the shop, and then that's definitely going to make a difference for us.
There's a net I wanted to make actually.
Did you make one as well now?
Yeah.
Ah.
Just because there's quite a few bugs about.
Yeah. Got that lot of stuff there now as well. The most frustrating thing sometimes doing
Oh my
this.
goodness, that really sounds fun.
That's a plan.
Nah, obviously not close enough to Gullivar.
I mean, I found myself getting on like the complete opposite side of the island, but maybe you're right. Maybe head back over toward them.
I can't wait for us to build some bridges.
Did you dig up a money spot earlier on today?
Yeah, I don't put anything in it.
Oh,
We did one yesterday, didn't we?
yeah, we did one yesterday, so we've got a tree growing somewhere. Should have a wee 30k on it in a couple of days' time.
Right, definitely last part now. Let's go and find them. Take your parts and get out of here.
The only thing I do like about Gullivar is that he acknowledges his own puns are absolutely terrible. And what's that wee achievement we've got?
It'll be something for Gullivar for sure.
Rough hewn on us for the materials for that? Okay.
We'll take
Oh,
that.
that's probably not the one, there'll be another one this year.
Yeah, because we're definitely going to get one for. Yeah, oh, we've got a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, wishes come true for the shooting stars. And Gullivar as well. Well, that's been quite good because that's us over
Decent.
4,000.
I think the next thing that we want to buy is another 5,000. So maybe we need to look at just try to get a couple of those wee plus options in tonight and try and get it. I'm sure it's 5,000.
Yeah, we can go and have a wee look. The thing about Gullivar as well is he literally does hang around your island pretty much for the
Rest of the
the
day.
rest of the day. Yeah, nobody wants to come and get him.
Like 5 AM it would disappear or something like that. Get riddance.
So I think now we haven't really spoken to anybody today in here, have we?
That we haven't, because we still need to see what's happening with Timmy and Tommy to see when they want us to start gathering materials. Because they did say it was roughly around about day 2 that they would start talking about it.
Oh, look,
so,
both of them are inside now.
Here we go. So this is obviously what we're all waiting for. So yeah, I'm fairly certain this is where they start asking us to give us donations, and we need 30 soft wood, 30 hardwood, 30 normal wood, and 30 nuggets, I'm sure it is.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's what we need. So we've got the stacks of wood pretty much good to go, but I think we'll still a wee bit short on the nuggets.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, of course. And as this is the first day since we've got a new home, that's us in debt.
£98,000 in debt.
Although saying that, it's nothing compared to the bigger updates.
It's like $1 million or something, isn't it?
Can't wait to be paying off $2 million in house loans again. Took weeks to pay that off.
Oh, he's going to give us the first Nick Mile ticket as well.
Oh, that's right, yeah, awesome. So is this also where he's going to start getting us to get materials to build plots?
Yeah, maybe you're looking to meet some new characters or gather materials and DIY projects, so we can do that.
Sweet. However, I think we still need to wait until we've got that first plot.
Yep.
So let's see what Tommy's saying to it. Oh, Timmy. There we go. Give us some free stuff. Of course we want to get ourselves some easier furniture items than building everything. So we
Yeah, the shop's great once it's built.
Yeah, no, we're going to have that pure basic shop.
Yeah, to start with.
So what's looking for? Yep, materials, let's do it.
So 30 pieces of each wood.
And nuggets. So we've not hit our rocks yet today, so we've
Yeah.
potentially got a few that we can collect there. And we can maybe even go and use that first ticket. See if we can get something.
I don't need that.
Well, maybe just speak to Dominic as well, just in case there's anything else he's wanting from us just now. What should I do?
Gather materials for the shop.
Ah, okay, sweet. So we can't do anything until that is done.
Maybe go and hit some rocks then, and
Yeah, if we go and like hit some rocks, see how much we can get out of the nuggets. We've got all the wood there, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, maybe just go and hit the rocks to begin with. See what we can get nuggets wise. I felt a wee shooting star on the corner in my eye there.
not really.
Yeah. There we go. Trash. But again, if we keep going at that rate, then it's going to be
A good few
absolutely
days.
for us. So just get them all collected. I can't even remember where half of the rocks are on the
I know,
island, to be perfectly
usually
honest.
like when it was me, I would always start and do like a circle round, so
Yeah.
you would remember which ones you'd hit throughout the day. And then this is
Because this is why it's just so painful. We've got what, 4 out of all those rocks from today, so just absolutely no chance.
I think we only had like 9 or something, didn't we?
Yeah, 9 or 10, something like that. I think we might be kind of lucky, and because there's one of the rocks up there. I don't think any of them are up in those ridges. If all of them have even spawned in yet. Because again, I remember when I first started, like, because we don't have a ladder yet.
Yeah.
For the first little bit, I couldn't get up on my playthrough. But now in this one, I think we're quite lucky. So happy that we've started with roses as well.
That makes you happy with when you see them.
Oh, it's so much better. Having roses. Let's see what we've got. Struggling a wee bit there today.
I was just trying to, because I can't see the holes.
Oh, money rock here.
See, I'm jumping too far back. Knew that was going to happen.
I think unless you're behind it, it's so difficult to stay next to it.
Because I can't see the holes that I've dug.
Yeah.
There's not enough space either behind it. That'll be one that gets moved.
Definitely. And then I think is the other one's way over to the right of the island.
I think so.
Shut
Yeah,
there.
there's nothing around it.
Switch to the old pole. Now there's definitely one away over to the far right. Because I remember having yesterday. It's so annoying all these balloons going by and not having a slingshot yet. I'm sure there's one about here. I'm sure there is. Obviously there isn't. And then I can't remember there being anything up here. But
No, so I think
There
it's
we
pretty
go.
much.
what about down by the tents?
Yeah.
I just saw one up on that ridge there, which we can't get to.
No.
So
Oh
just
yes,
there.
yeah.
So
No.
we can't get to that one yet. This is the other annoying thing, if we start using that first ticket,
Yeah.
when we go over, we're not going to have the ladder if we potentially get an island that's got a ridge.
Yeah, that's true.
So unless there's anything over by... Oh yeah, there's one behind the tents there. That's maybe the one I'm thinking about. At least it's got a decent amount of space for you to get in and out and don't know why whenever I do it, I always like to do it to the right of the rock.
Oh.
Oh no, nice. Our first of the game. I mean that's already a much better under the clay. Perfect as well. So I think we're reaching the dizzy heights of what, like 17 nuggets right now, so I'm sure this should give us that recipe I was talking about for the mask.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Which is funny that we get it so early on.
I know, completely unnecessary to be wanting about a golden mask, but hey ho.
So does that mean we can go and make that? Oh, there's another rock
There's
there.
another one. I can't remember how many we need to make it, if it's just the one or two, but in fact you'll be able to go in and see it in our recipes. So one nugget. Hate it when clay comes out. Oh, that's not too bad. 4 from 8. We'll take that. Probably should maybe pick up some of the fossils as well and just have
Yeah.
even more for tomorrow.
Kind of looking forward to tomorrow and getting all
Yeah.
this stuff in the museum. I really like the museum.
I think it's good as well at this stage because pretty much everything we're getting is going to be useful, whereas
Yeah.
right now when you're playing on your island, it's been a while, it's trying to find those last 2 or 3 fossils that you need. It's soul destroying.
Yeah, every single time you go in it's like,
Oh,
our museum already has these.
at least it's a good little learner because some of them are worth a decent amount of money, but yeah, it's soul destroying when you're just trying to complete the collections. I was thinking, what was that as up to in a total 100 mile tickets? No, tickets,
12.
miles.
Oh, Nick Miles.
Yeah, clicking that. 4-4, okay, cool.
We can maybe go and do some swimming.
Yeah, we could do. Definitely could. I'm almost half tempted just to go in and clear out some of the inventory as well, so get the
Yeah.
stack of
Wood
30
and
of
stuff.
each wood and then just go and give it to them, and it gets it done. And then again, I might even be tempted to say, let's build another spade and just go and use a Nick
Yeah.
Miles ticket. Because obviously we sent ourselves a couple over anyway from our own playthrough, so what's that is up to?
20, I think. 22.
22. So okay. So let's clear out this storage and
we need to build some more tools. So
yeah, so we need.
I'll just go into the shop and give him the wood,
Cool.
and then see what tools.
Because we've got everything barring a spade just now. So if we even just get
a spade.
A spade, because if we've got a spade, it doesn't really matter if we arrive at an island without something, because well, we're going to be able to build it when we're there. Hopefully we can do multiple at a time. Oh yeah, there we go. So I picked up that we had 30 of each in our inventory, which is good. So we got, what's this?
Blue crown wall.
And a cypress plant and some flooring. Well, I mean that was a nice gesture, but I'd rather take a recipe for a ladder at this point.
Okay. I should have just built the spade whilst I was in there.
We should have one ticket waiting for us at the airport.
Yep.
So, yeah, there we go, there's that mask that we can do. Serves the only purpose of running about and falling over.
I'll just check how many golden nuggets it needs. 5.
Yeah. Definitely not going to be in any rush to do that. I think
No.
5 gold nuggets is worth what, about 150k, so I'd rather take the money right now than a gold mask that we run about in.
Definitely wise. Okay, so let's get rid of some stuff that we don't need.
Yeah, good point actually. And then we can go and do some hunting. Hopefully one island visit's all we're going to need, because we only need 8 nuggets and then that's that bit done. And again, it'd be quite good to get it done tonight, because it means hopefully the shop will be ready and under construction tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be good.
Because we should, I think once we get these 30 nuggets, then all we need to do is give them in and then give us that marker kit for where we want to put the shop.
Yeah.
So definitely just worthwhile getting it done and dusted tonight. And of course there's always time for decorating with our plant.
Yeah, Ian, how are you planting in the corner? Saves me putting it into storage.
Well, that's true.
There we go. I think it'll look better outside, but it can go there just now.
Quite like that one, to be fair. So we've got an axe, got a spade. Oh, and just a net, maybe.
Oh
If you
yeah.
wanted to make a net. But again, I suppose actually we
What do I
could
need for a net?
just need 5 sticks, 5 branches. In fact, I might as well just take 5 and then make it before we go. Obviously we'll have the chance to make one when we get there if we need it, but it's probably just as well to make it.
Yeah. I would agree.
Might as well. A little bit nice. I don't think this wallpaper's going to go with it, but oh no, actually that's okay. Kind of goes.
We'll just leave it. It looks a bit dark and gloomy, but
That's okay.
we'll go with that
I mean,
for
it's
now.
our first bits to spruce up the house. Definitely doesn't look amazing, but
Tree branches.
yeah, just 5 of them. That should be all we need. That's one thing I've not done in my playthrough, is really spend much time in my own house.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
Like,
Definitely spent more time decorating outside. Haven't done much to the house at all.
yeah, I think because for the longest time I was desperate for the ironwood dresser and sideboard and all the rest of it, and I've finally got all the ironwood recipes, but I'm still missing the cutting board one, which you know you have.
Yeah.
So when I finally did that and got my kitchen kind of halfway done, I was like, right, finally making some progress, but I've just never been able to decide on what theme I want to do.
I think that's quite important as well. I think when I've watched some other people's videos, their houses all look amazing, but they have all stuck to really good themes. It might not be the same theme all the way around, but certainly in each room it's got a specific theme, and they look amazing. And I don't really know where to start.
Some of them are so good, and I think it's part of it's like the custom designs, which okay, we've done some for paths and stuff like that, but some of the custom designs are just insane that people have for what they've done in the houses. And I still feel as though it's that way. You just need to catalogue as much stuff as you possibly can. And you know, we both went through those phases where no matter what shows up in the shop, just buy it because you never know at some point in time you might need to use it.
No, definitely. I think sometimes you don't know what you want until you see something.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did that when I found those it's like goal posts or something like that, for the football nets.
Football goals, yeah.
Then I ended up building an actual football pitch.
I know. I think like I got to that stage where in fact part of my beach is still just covered in rubbish because the whole trick to get to 5 stars and just plant stuff or place stuff anywhere, even though it could look an absolute riot. I mean, right now my beach has got a washing machine on it, it's got a toy box on top of it, next to a satellite dish and a flamingo, so it looks absolutely terrible, but it gets you the points towards moving towards 5 stars, which is obviously quite good. And I think now that we know that as well, it will be easier to get to 3 stars.
Yeah,
and then start getting those tools for terraforming.
Yeah, I think that's when the fun starts, when you can start doing that.
Yeah, totally. Because I feel like it's great when you get to 5 stars, but there's no massive benefit to you other than you get the gold watering can and you can start doing some more crossbreeding with roses. But I know that was something we really wanted to do first time around. But I think like now when I think about it, I just get to 3 and then spend more time building the island to be like the layout and everything I want, rather than changing that further on down the line.
I think that's a great idea. That's probably one of the things I would rather my island looked better in terms of, you know, where I've built up things on it.
Yeah. Oh, how the heck have we got a villager already? I mean,
he did say that. I mean, he's no coming with us, obviously. Look at the setting.
Who even is that?
You can say one of the eagles.
Oh.
I feel like I've came across him before.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but.
Oh yes, villager hunting, my favourite thing to do.
You should definitely stay there.
We need to go and find out that monstrosity's name.
We'll go and see him.
I think it's one of the female ones.
Oh yeah, it does look like it was some purple blush.
Oh gosh.
Nope.
Celia. So that's a hard no. Celia. Yeah, don't get me wrong, quite like the green colours and everything like that, but
Bit Seahawksy.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, it doesn't go with the purple tail.
Right.
And now that I've seen that, I'm like, I don't even think there's much point in spending any time picking up weeds or anything. Let's just knock those rocks, go and get tickets and start hunting again.
I know, that's what you want to do into it.
Oh, totally.
Maybe get some, we should dig up some flowers so we can plant more.
Yeah, maybe give that a go. Although saying that,
I'd get the rocks first, since that's what.
yeah, the inventory space is at a bit of a premium. Whilst we still wait for unlocking that the fourth row.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another golden nugget.
No, I feel like that's quite early for golden nuggets.
Definitely luckier than I was when I first started in my first playthrough.
I
that's
mean,
for sure.
since they did that update to get the golden nuggets for that mask, I hit all the rocks in my island for like 2 or 3 days in a row and didn't get any golden nuggets. I'm still waiting for my mask recipe.
Yeah, actually that's true. I've not come across any either. Maybe it's just New
beginner's
Island luck.
Beginner's luck.
They give you a wee bit of good fortune to begin with. Oh sugar, I should have got those coconuts when I was over there because we need them for...
Oh yeah, that would be good to get some of them planted.
I think I might go and pick up some of these red roses, just depending... Oh, I missed it. Oh my goodness, that is the worst effort I've ever seen. I might go and pick up some of these red roses though, because we can always start the crossbreeding, try and get them close to one another to start getting the blacks.
Yeah, I think I definitely do the rocks first, and then we'll definitely, that's going to dig up our rose anyway.
Yeah.
We want to set that up as quickly as possible.
Because again, that was something like we left quite late in the game
Yeah.
before we started thinking about, but even though right now we've only got the basic watering can, which is an absolute pain to try.
Oh yeah, because it only does one flower at a time.
But I suppose if we've got a few there and we get any rainy days, then
Yeah, they'll take care of themselves anyway.
exactly. The other thing which I can't remember is I was just trying to get it set up for getting blue roses right from the offset.
So yeah, the blue roses you need, instead of the seeded red roses, you need the ones that have spawned themselves afterwards.
Yeah.
So I guess once we have all the seeded ones, and then if new ones grow, we could maybe just move them to a different area so we remember.
It does. Part of me also thinks it's got to come from where a red has been crossbred from an orange and a purple. So orange and purple have got a chance of making red, and when they do that, I feel as though we use those crossbred ones to make blues.
Okay. I think it's really hard to get the blue ones according to that Animal Crossing guides.
Yeah.
It's like only a 1.6% chance of getting blue roses from two reds.
It definitely is low, and that's why I was thinking if we had if we'd got it set up pretty much as early as possible, then there's a potential that we might get them earlier, because we're having yellows and reds here. We can set a few up for some oranges.
Yeah.
Which might be an idea, but let's see how we go here anyway. I feel like I probably should have been taking some more of these pears as well, but again,
It's just
inventory's pretty much already full.
You can get up to 10 coconuts, because they'll obviously stack.
Yeah.
Did you pick up any pears?
I did not, so
Because again, they'll
stack.
stack.
So yeah, it's a good point. So if we shake 3,
You'll get 9.
we'll get 9, yeah.
Quick maths though.
Quick maths with an almighty pause in between for me.
P1 maths.
Oh,
Oh, a nice item.
nice, what did we get? Oh, of course, pockets are full. Swap
Should we
that with
swap it
something.
with,
Well, actually no, because if we sell weeds, it goes towards that greedy weeder, doesn't it? Cordless full. Ugh. Probably never going to use that a lot, but okay. Just get everything off. Inventory is full, so...
Yeah, I mean it gets us the 30 iron nuggets, which is what we came for.
In fact, can you do us a wee favour and double check how it is that we get the ladder again, because I'm just kind of a wee bit nervous if we start going for some full-on villager hunting here, that we're potentially going to land on islands, somebody's up on a ridge and it could be something amazing. So just in case there's something that we can do right now to get it, but I'm absolutely pulling blanks on how it was we get it. Because we've got a few people watching, so if anybody wants to tell us in chat that's watching and can remember how it is that we get the ladder.
So yeah, you need to have unlocked Nook's Cranny and started placing the villager houses around the islands.
That's fine.
Or I could just bring one from...
Well, we've already helped ourselves out a little bit in terms of sending over some of those tickets, but I think if we go and see, because maybe it knows at this stage of the game that we can have a ladder yet.
Yeah, so
So
it keeps
it
them low.
may choose to auto-generate just islands that we can actually use. You know what? Once I've planted these, we will find out the answer to that. And then
No, that's quite pretty, isn't it?
just a wee bit of a layout, start some crossbreeding. Just thinking if we do a couple of whites up
Whites,
here,
yeah.
we might get ourselves some pinks. And then down here, got a couple of yellows to try and hopefully get some oranges.
The orange roses are really nice.
Yeah, I think they're my favourites actually.
I think I like the pink ones.
Pink ones.
Yeah.
I think, the black ones, I've yet to actually get the blue ones, but I think when I get them, just because they're so difficult to get, it'll go to being one of my favourites, but I definitely like the black ones, and I like the orange ones as well. Let's plant some coconuts. Again, I feel like I'm going to plant a few of them here, but not that it really matters because it's just for a bit of decoration.
Yeah. And you end up moving them all about as well.
I know. I kind of want to avoid what we did last time where our beach became entirely coconut trees.
I love my beach and my coconut trees. The only thing I did plant too many of them like too close to the water.
Yeah.
And then when you're running along your beach trying to fish, then
It's just a pain.
yeah, you're kind of having to circle around them, which can be annoying. So keeping it a little bit further back from
Yeah, like that's
like
way
that,
too close. Oh, that's a helmet crab. So I feel like that's a decent enough spot to put one. And again, like we'll probably end up moving these, cutting them down and stuff, but
it's good just to get them planted and grown because
yeah.
then you can start making money off of the fruits.
Yeah, exactly, which early games so good. So we got that one. What else do we need to do? Catch a zebra turkeyfish. God, we couldn't catch anything but them yesterday. Chopped down some trees and we planted this. So halfway there on the trees. Got anything else? Yep, shady shape down for.
Or because the furniture piece.
Yeah.
What was that we got? Oh, the cordless phone.
Cordless phone, and then I think that's the last one it is. Right, let's go and clear out some of this garbage by selling it to the nucleons. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's go pick up the rest of the nuggets because we should, I think, now have enough.
I think I got them.
The
nuggets.
Yeah, we didn't have enough the last time, so I didn't notice any. Oh,
I picked them up.
okay, sorry.
I took them off us. I just didn't put them in storage earlier.
I understand.
What I was meaning.
Yeah, it's not bad. So we need that. I mean, might as well just place this phone just for the sake of it.
Yeah, because if we get a visit from the House Academy.
Yeah, I can't remember when the first one of them.
Yeah, they were talking about it earlier, so it just means that if there's some items, then we're more likely to get a better,
That's terrible.
a better score.
Right, so we're selling these. I'll store them,
Yeah, we need them just now.
and then yeah, that's fine. Do that. I think I damn, I meant to lift some tickets as well because I think maybe not want to go too crazy on the Villager 100, but I'm wondering if when we ask someone to move, does that kick into action that next bit around starting to build plots for people? I can't remember.
Yeah, it could potentially do that.
So where are we? You know what, I'll grab. Let's grab 10 of them. Confused myself there, I was like sorted out the order of items in the inventory. I didn't realise you could do that. So let's sell a wee bit of this.
And then if we give him the list of those 10 nuggets, then that'll start the shop getting built for. Is it just one day? So that'll be open tomorrow then.
Well, I think what will happen here is it will give us that kit to say this is where we want it. And I don't know if it'll be
Oh, yeah.
similar with the museum where it'll start building tomorrow, but I guess we'll soon find out. So we get to choose where we put it. I think what we'll do here as well is, because remember last time we wanted to have it quite close to the airport when you first came out, but to save us having to spend a fortune to move it, we could maybe just go and put it straight down there somewhere.
Yeah, because I think especially later on, if you're if we get into the whole turnip game,
Yeah.
then it was kind of beneficial having it close to the airport.
The only thing I would say now is, because beforehand you used to put it right next to your airport, because it then meant if you're having visitors over to purchase or
You
sell,
could block it off.
you can block it off. But with swimming now in the game and the ability to jump
Yeah, you
off
can
the
go
pier,
anywhere. Yeah.
you can go anywhere. So, and we
Yeah.
tested it out. You can still swim even on someone else's
Yeah.
island, right?
Yeah, we did test that. Yeah.
Oops.
So I think again, it's probably not going to make a massive difference just now. If we just have to move it, then we have to move it.
Yeah. Let's see if we that looks okay.
Yeah, we can just pop it there for
Put
now.
it there for just now. Yeah, they've probably realised that it's not going to be perfectly in line with the museum, which will probably, yep.
Not
It's
all in
literally
line.
one back, so for anybody looking at that thinking, oh my god, can't deal with it, sorry.
That's me.
So actually what I'll do now is I'll just quickly go and we'll explore one more island and see what it's like if there is another villager there. Because I don't even know if we can invite them at this
Yeah.
stage.
I think obviously usually you would only get one ticket at this point, and then unless you
Yeah.
bought another one, then which is 2,000 Nook Miles, isn't
Yeah,
it?
2,000 for one ticket, and at this stage where
You wouldn't be buying them.
yeah, unlikely to be purchasing them. But I'm just thinking, let's go and see what we've got. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get an absolute belter of an islander.
Who would that be for you?
Early game. I don't know, I think there's so many. Obviously there's all the popular ones, which, I mean, I think on your playthrough, Meringue was one of the first ones that you got, and you were, she's still on your island, and this, 3 months later. I can't even remember. Like, I suppose the first times I was doing islander hunting, I think I just accepted the first person I found, not really knowing. Oh, who's that? Is that? I don't know. I thought that was somebody else. Yes, I feel like it's given us like a decent island again there, because we don't have the right tools yet. Punchy? No.
I don't think I came across Punchy before.
Nah, I don't think I've ever seen Punchy. I mean, it's quite cool, it's a wee flannel shirt, but
I'm not sure if that's cool or not.
I think it's so hard though, because you look at it and you think, oh, you're kinda cool, but you're literally the second person we've found, so who else is out there?
Yeah, I think you kind of have to decide like how we want to start. I think it will constantly change our villagers, what we want to do with them, but
yeah.
Maybe like first one at it we can pick, like if we go through all the different types of villagers you can get and pick our favourites from each category, then we can try and aim for them to start with.
I know, and I feel like, you know what, we maybe want to start looking at things that aren't just the popular choices.
Yeah.
You know, right now in our islands we've both got, well, I've got Judy. You got Judy, do you?
No.
No, I've got like Judy, I've got Stitches.
What Stitches?
I've got Cher. You know, I've got so many ones that are just
Popular
ones, and you just think, well, yeah, it's cool, but then before you know it, your island's just the same as every other one that's out there for the villagers. And it's, you know, the reason that I've kept Humphrey, just because he's quite different. And you know, not many people are going to have Humphrey on their island, so you know, but everybody's got their preferences and it comes and goes with who
Yeah, I
likes to go.
think it changes as well because I think I went through this maybe yesterday when I was totally loving on Sheldon when I first got him.
Yeah,
And I've got Coulson as well, the little frog.
I know.
No, duck, sorry, he's a duck.
Yeah.
And I love ducks, so having a duck on my island, I was like, oh, so excited. Until I found a nicer duck. But, yeah, then I think that was, I don't think I've specifically found another duck, but I've seen other ducks. And
You've got ketchup, right?
no, you've got ketchup?
It's me here, it's ketchup.
Yeah, I don't have ketchup, so I know I've just got Coulson. I've not got Radium yet, but I kind of like Molly.
Oh yeah, Molly's quite cute.
Yeah, but like I've not got rid of Sheldon yet. I'm not sure if I will now actually.
I know you sometimes get a little bit attached to people just because of, I suppose, not who they are but what they mean to you. And it sounds so silly when it's just like a game like this, but you do.
Yeah.
And when you spend so many hours building it up, like you're like, oh, I don't want to get rid of that villager, and I've been there agonising over it.
Yeah, try to make that decision on if you kick somebody out or not to get somebody else.
I know. And that's what the last person I think I kicked out was Bluebear.
Oh yeah, and I was like, how can you kick out Bluebear?
I know, I was a little bit disappointed in myself, but at the same point I was like, I've got Stitches, I've got Judy. I mean, I'm at risk of just having an all cub island here, so...
yeah, that's true. I don't have two of any type of animal.
No.
They're all different, yeah.
Yeah, see, I've got... Whoops.
Oh, run.
Time to go. Actually, let me try. Because I did this other... No, I didn't want this other day, did I?
No, it didn't work the other day.
I didn't want this time either.
Yeah, you done that the other day and I was like, you won't have time to catch them.
The only reason I wanted to do it was because there's one rock left on this island and I was just trying to get enough hardwood to be able to make another shovel.
Ah.
So I know I could go and buy one, but I don't really want to.
Take the nest because they sell quite well.
Oh, I was going to make some medicine with it.
I think there's medicine. Oh no, there's not. I used it yesterday.
Yeah.
Damaging all the roses. So.
That's what I like about doing this kind of thing. You don't need to fill the holes, you don't need to worry about running and ruining flowers. It's just and get what you want and go home. And then let's get some. I'm assuming we can make medicine. Oh, what, you're kidding me on?
Yeah, because I brought medicine over.
Oh well. I don't know how to make medicine yet. I thought that was just an automatic one. Oh, is that not when you need to go and speak to somebody and tell you look terrible?
If you go and speak to your other villagers, I think they might give you one to start with.
That's right. They'll give you one and then they'll tell you, oh, if ever this happens again, here's how to
make it.
Fix it. Okay. Well, I have no idea how much I'm down on the hunt now.
I know, it's so addictive. And there's been nights where you've literally, I know I've stayed up. There's been nights that you went to sleep and I've stayed up villager hunting till like 4 in the morning, like absolutely ridiculous. It's because you just can't find who you're looking for.
I know.
Go through like 100 tickets at a time.
It's brilliant, but we'll get on to that and it's probably going to be coming pretty soon because I feel as though we're going to get to a stage where we start getting those first few plots. And then we'll probably put things on hold a little bit until we
get some good people.
Get some good people, yeah, definitely. So we'll see how that goes. Let me see if anybody's coming about. Who's what have we got? Flip?
Philip. No, Flip. No.
I think it's Flip, isn't it?
Flip. You were calling Philip yesterday. And Phoebe.
Phoebe, can I remember the other one's name? Let's go in and see if he'll give us some medicine. This is Flip, I'm sure. It's oh, she's made. Ah, that's good. I'll take the recipe. In fact, I'd rather have the recipe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flip. that is the last time we'll probably speak to you.
Yep, ignored now for
Ignored.
eternity.
Until you tell us
You are leaving. I think it's time to move on.
I do too. Let's sell some of this rubbish. Flip is a cool monkey. You should tell him to leave. He is definitely gone. As soon as we get that opportunity to get rid of him, he is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, will you not buy anything from us now because we've done the shop?
I want to sell.
Want to sell.
It's right there.
Got distracted there. Let's see, so we don't need these, and these shells here. What do we get? Me 2.5k, that's fine. And then let's get ourselves some medicine. I feel like maybe one more island just to see, and then call it a night. One more. Let's get some medicine. Just to see if we get a bit of luck on island number 3.
Could do.
One more. And then it'll be a sign if it's something absolutely shocking. We run away and we save it for tomorrow. Let's see. Let's fly. Use a ticket. And see where we land up. I really wish they would make this dialogue slower, slower, no, definitely not slower, shorter, because it is torturous sitting through it, especially when you're on that
100th island.
and you've listened to it so many times.
Oh, still got some oranges.
Oh, nice.
Who wanted oranges yesterday?
Oh, that was my little brother who was telling us get yourself some oranges, so that's how we located them, and oh my god, look at the state of it. Clay. Clay will not be coming back with
No,
us.
Clay
to
can
our
stay
island.
where he is.
But what I will take is these oranges. But, oh well, I suppose that's a good one positive we found. Oh no. That does sound lovely, but definitely not suggesting that you come to mine.
Nope. Yeah, let's collect all those oranges because we can plant some and then they'll be worth a good bit of money.
There's so many on this island as well. Like, I don't remember ever seen it. In fact, this island looks like it's perfectly set up for you to get your first new fruit. Like it's, you come on, it's welcoming, every single one's flowered
Full
with,
of it, yeah.
with the oranges, so that is a great haul.
It's probably all you're going to be able to carry is just oranges.
All
But
these-
you get so much more money for selling
Oh.
fruit that's not your native fruit.
I think it's like 500 per fruit or something like that.
I'm sure it is 500 per fruit.
So that's a pretty big earner. So I think like we fill up all these stacks. Obviously don't want to plant this many because
No, it
just
just
get
takes
a pan.
over, yeah.
what
Just
would-
planting 3 would be enough to start with because
yeah, 3 to 6 and then that's a pretty
yeah, because you can always just shake the tree down and get more fruit and plant
yeah,
it.
totally. That's fine. Let's just finish this off. Get the last of this fruit and then Clay definitely killed my dreams for a little Japan. I hope we don't wake up to some absolute rando tomorrow right enough.
I don't think that happens though.
Because we don't have a plot yet, and I feel as though the villager hunts just so that we can start that process of getting people to come to our island?
Yeah, so we have 2 people on an island in tents, and we don't have any other plots, so
Yeah.
don't think anybody else can move in yet.
No, I don't think so. Oh well. We'll see what happens tomorrow if we get woken up to an announcement saying, oh, welcome to so and so, and it's some absolute monstrosity that's joined the
Like
island.
Paula
Or Annabelle.
or Annabelle.
We've had so many bad moments with them, but I think for now we'll leave it there and we'll pick it back up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much.